One of the ways that you can really become wealthy and become very rich is to start making your money work for you.
That's right.
Right? But if you just sit your money down, I don't care if it's in the bank or under your mattress or just not doing nothing with it, that money will never grow. Right? Money that is not spent or invested just doesn't grow. Hello, rich friends. Good to see you again on another episode of the New Rich Podcast. I'm Uyi Abraham, and here's my co-host,
Dr. Faith Abraham. Hi, Richies.
Good to see you all. We're so glad that you're tuning in. If this is your first time, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and share with 5 other new rich friends that you have to learn something and get educated on the show.
Absolutely.
So part of our passion and our mission in this show is to teach you how to be a more successful person, entrepreneur, and to help you with your personal finance, your income, your business, and just help you to just achieve your goals and your dreams. So today we have a very, very interesting topic to talk about.
Quite interesting.
But before we do that, so how was your week?
My week was great. Been seeing some interesting trends on social media. So it's been keeping me laughing, especially in light of the issues with the eggs and the price increase on the egg. Yes, it was funny because this particular video I'm thinking about, it was with Black farmers, which we're always happy to see on the timeline. And he was basically like acting like his eggs were dope. And he was like there, his wife is in the background dancing, like it was a whole video production. It was awesome. So it just goes to show you never know when your time will come. Just be in the right position, doing what you do, and it'll blow up. I think that thing had about 50,000 likes. So I can only imagine how many views.
Yeah.
So when I saw it, I was happy for them, but it was just a quick reminder, like just be in position, do what you're supposed to be doing, and at the right point and at the right time, God will make it happen.
Wow, that's interesting. And I've been seeing a lot of these things going on with the egg thing. So
yeah,
what's really going on? Why is egg so expensive now?
Okay. So apparently now I found this out through the Shade Room comments. So shout out to the Shade Room. But there's a young lady who works in the factories, but basically there's like bird flu amongst the chickens. So when they have the eggs are contaminated. So they have to throw out the eggs. So it's them having a very limited supply, whereas usually it's very, very abundant. So the price is really low. So since the supply is down, but the demand is still high, the price is high. So there's supply and demand lesson for you right there with the eggs.
Wow. So so that's really what's going on with the egg thing, you know.
According to the young lady in the Shade Room comments.
Okay, I see. Yeah, I've been seeing a lot of it going on with, the inflation thing, and now it's eggs and foods. I don't know what else is going to be happening, That's quite interesting, So today we're going to be talking about why you should not keep money in the bank, because this is also counter culture and counter what everybody was raised to do.
Yeah, it's counterintuitive.
Yeah, because we're all raised to like keep your money in the bank.
That's
don't
right.
keep your money at home.
Or under the mattress.
Don't put it under the mattress. Put it in the bank. And that you get some interest from the bank, and you get all these benefits from the bank. But just like we're finding out, many things that we were taught about life, about finances, about income just wasn't true or is no longer true, right?
That part.
There was a time they told us to go to school, get good grades, get good education, and you're going to be financially free for the rest of your life. Okay. I mean, it worked for a while. But it's no longer true because now, the average income in America is $40,000 a year.
Yeah.
Most people finish school with $200,000 in student loan debt, and they barely can get a job for $40,000 a year.
Yep.
And living expenses are very high. So when you do the math, you see that it's almost impossible.
The math is not mathing.
Exactly. Impossible to, to do well and to pay bills and to make it in life, So everything we've been taught about finances, about banking has been wrong. So there's a new way to look into these things, especially for the 21st century. So today we're going to be talking about why you should not keep money in the bank. Banks are not your friends, okay? The bank is not your friend. The bank is there to take your money and to profit from your money. So I've had a lot of experiences with the banks. I've had multiple banks over the years. I've banks I've worked with, and after a while I noticed that, the banks are not there for my benefit.
Right.
The banks are there for their benefit.
Mm-hmm.
And many things that the banks do is not for the consumer. It's
Right.
for them to make money for their shareholders and others, investors and stuff like that. So we're going to be talking today on why you should not put money in the bank. So what you say about that before we get real started into
deep
it?
into it? I mean, I think it's a great conversation to have, just like you were saying. And we have to realize that there's a lot of things that we didn't know.
Yeah.
And for Richies, you're now in a different place, money-wise. You're probably an entrepreneur. And if you're not an entrepreneur, you have a side hustle. If you don't have a side hustle, you have your career, but you're also expanding your horizons and you're making more money than maybe your parents, your grandparents, people around you were making. And so now there's a different way to move. Nigeria, we say levels, there's different levels to life. And at every level, there's knowledge and understanding that you have to acquire and you have to have so that you can really truly thrive. And so even leveling up, you realize that a bank is not really a bank. It's a lender. It's a business that their business is money. And they find different ways that we'll talk about to leverage whatever money that you give to them with the mindset of, oh, I'm just putting my money here for safekeeping. I'm putting my money here so that they can give me money for the money. This is a savings account, right?
Yeah.
They can give me money, which is interest, for the money I'm putting in here. Not realizing that they're making money off of everything that you put in there. And I even saw a video where Soldier Boy, he was complaining and he was like, this is $30,000, but I have $100,000 and you guys couldn't give me $100,000.
Exactly.
Where is it at? Honey, they are a bank. They took that money and they leveraged it for themselves.
And pay you a penny.
A penny, yes, literally.
In interest.
In a whole year. We'll send you the little thing in the mail and it'll be like, you earned
2 cents.
And I'm like, not even a dollar?
Not even a dollar? And you had about 30,000 in that bank account,
It's amazing. But he was really baffled by that. And a lot of people were like, wait, what? And it just goes to show that a lot of people don't have that knowledge. And we're going to share that today.
Yes.
Some people say it's not a good idea to get into business with your spouse.
Yeah, they do say that.
But we love it.
Hey, I'm Uyi Abraham. I'm the founder and CEO of Vonza.com.
And I'm Faith Abraham, co-founder of Vonza.com.
So I was born and raised in Nigeria. So I came to America with just $100 and a suitcase of clothes in search of the American dream. And coming here to America, it wasn't a bed of roses like I thought it was, and I found myself in abject poverty. Even in the midst of being poor and broke, I found this beautiful lady and had the audacity to ask God to marry me. And we started from scratch, right?
Absolutely. We started with brick and mortar businesses, then we transitioned into online business. But back then it wasn't as succinct as it is now.
Yeah, so we found ourselves, because one of the things we always wanted to do was that we knew that God's hand was upon our lives, and we knew that we're called to impact millions and billions of people. And then we started creating online courses and coaching programs to help people to find financial freedom and to fulfill their purpose. And in the midst of doing that, it was so cumbersome trying to run a business online, because we're using so many different tools, so many different plugins, apps, developers, Zapier, all of these things, and try to tie it all together. It was extremely frustrating and difficult to run a business online.
It was, and it required a lot of know-how and technical technological understanding, which most of us just don't have. So when we decided, you know what, as entrepreneurs, let's solve this problem, because it was a problem.
Yeah.
And when God gave us the idea for Vonza, things turned around.
Yeah, I remember one day I was trying to create a online course and trying to release it out there, and in the midst of the launch, my plugins, everything broke. It was very, very embarrassing. And I remember how frustrated I was, because I was like, why is it that we can send a man to the moon? We have an app on our phone that can bring a taxi called Uber, but yet there's not one simple and yet powerful all-in-one platform that makes it easy to run a business online. So in the midst of that frustration and being overwhelmed, we decided to create Vonza that can help any entrepreneur, any coach, any creator, or a small business to easily run and grow their business online.
Absolutely. So now you know why we love working together, because two heads are better than one, and two heads created Vonza, the best solution for you to run your online business. With Vonza, you can create your website,
Your courses,
funnels,
membership, scheduling,
absolutely,
all-in-one tools, everything you need to run your business online all in one place.
So start your free trial today.
Yeah, there's nothing else that come close. Vonza was built from the ground up for entrepreneurs and creators. So start your trial today at vonza.com.